To harvest foxtail grass, just reach down, find a clump, pull the whole clump out, beat it, get the dirt off of it. This here, about waist high, and that's what I'm going to use to make the top. Then you'll need some. These here are about knee high. You're going to come down, find the clump, pull it up, clean that off too. This we'll use for tying the top of the longer bundle. We're going to tie it together, hold the bundle together. Now we're going to stress the grass, make it ready for bending in the weaving. It can be a clump that's already together or a bunch you just put together by hand. I wrap it around like a 3-inch pole and just wrap it around, stress it, get it used to bending and twisting. So that when you weave, it'll already be a little bit flexible. Here's a bundle that's mainly singles, and not in a group, a ball root. We'll try and separate these out as best we can. Even match. Get our fingers in between. Try and have one out front. Makes it easier for the tying off here, the binding strap. You come in behind the one, get it about the middle. You can make a path back on both sides and try and flatten it out. So we need to go behind on both of them here. Go with the right side first, so we go behind, down, bring it up, go over the top, yep, down, under, go over the top, into the back, like we're running out of grass. We'll just bring it up, wrap it around. We got the two on the right bound together. Third one in the left one position, and we'll take and go behind, go down, up between the left and the middle, bring it up, go behind the middle, bring it down. If we can, try and get it to go between the right and the middle. There we go. So now, start off our weave on the right, since that's the one we're trying to bind in. We'll go ahead and try and flatten it out. Get that a little bow twist. It comes over. And on the left, give it a little tug, get it to bend out. Make that curve, and we want it to be flat. We don't want a cord, we want a belt or a strap of weaved grass. There we are. Had a flat there pretty well. Make sure, okay. And twist and pull to the left or right. That bend in there. And get all the stems of grass together in each bundle. And if you feel like one bundle is bigger than the other, you can always steal one, put it in the other side. Twist and bend, bring it over the top. Twist and bend over the top into the middle. Twist and bend over the top into the middle. twist and bend over the top into the middle, twist and bend. Broke that stem off, trying to trap it in here. Come over it. Twist and bend over the top. Starting to feel thin on this one. Another weave or two. You can still feel stems when you don't want just the blades of grass, because they're going to decay and rot and fall off. So you need some stems in there to hold it together. And that's what we're filling on until we run out of stems. Like this will be the last weave for this guy. That still has a stem or two. That'll be a nice weave. Try and back it out and make them lay flat. And separate them here. It's hard to separate them. And maybe one more time. It'll last for the one I just put over. It's the last of this guy. We're going to try and spin it around, making a cord so you can see what we're doing. Over, up and through. That'll bind that off, hopefully. Then the two on the bottom, two that are left now, we're taking and try and bind them off. Make another. Like everything's crumbling off here. This here. Get up and through. I might as well take that out. It ain't working. And just to finish off, just trying to make it last. Prolong the life of it by trying to bind these loose ends off where this is just the grass. It's going to decay quickly through a year of weather. Oh, yep, that's the end of that. So here we have a nice strap put over the top, shade on the roof. Need a new roof for the gazebo. Last year I took foxtail, did some thatching, I guess you'd say. I tied bundles to the back of a stick, laid that across the top of the roof. They've wintered over and they're not doing very well. These were the short grasses that were knee high. And here's one from last year also. This was waist high, tied 2 sticks. And this here one will probably do okay again for this year. I'm going to try braiding foxtail grass this year. Well, the heat and humidity is kind of bad for the last 2 weeks. Here's what I have. So these are dried out quite a bit. It's a little bit humid today, a little cloudy, 80 degrees. So now we're going to try and weave these into a roof panel. Here's the roof panel. It's a triangle, basically. And then in order to add some strength, I ran a stick from the joints to the middle of the stick for each of them, tied them. So that makes a nice rigid frame. I'll weave some smaller sticks in between the different links here, so the grass will be held in place, sort of like weaving it into instead of having a thatch roof. We're going to give that a try this time. looks like this panel is full. I'm going to pull some more small grass. Try and get rid of this foxtail. I don't want it to keep growing on me. Get rid of it, fill in the top, and that'll give me shade. Here's a view from the inside of the gazebo, the roof, the panel I just made. Still have to do a little bit more with the top and the edge. Got a little gap in there I need to work on a little bit. And we'll figure that out, but some shade is better than no shade. Not bad putting foxtail grass to work.